other words?
15 pages.
15 pages.
Kelsey!
All right, friends. Hello. Sorry that we are late. Brittany and I were over on Courtney's sprints, if you caught those. So, that's okay. So we're going to probably be moving my Thursday sprints to 8:30 starting after next week. Next week, I will not have Thursday sprints because it's the 24-hour sprints, and your girl cannot do that many sprints in a row. Yeah. I will keel over. So we're not going to do that. How's everyone? I am reading Find Me. Well, I'm listening to it, but it's still reading. You know what I mean? This is the Viola Davis memoir.
Yeah. How is it?
Libby. I mean, so far so good. I'm only 18. I'm 18% in on chapter 5. So
okay.
8 minutes left of chapter 5. They released my hold on Libby while we were on Courtney sprints, like right before we started the first sprint. I was like, well, I guess I'm not reading Blood Marked. Like, I guess I'm reading this.
Yeah, plans changed. Like, we were all supposed to read Assassin's Blade, and
I'm reading it.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm here representing the book club and actually reading the book club book on the book club sprints.
Mine is right here. I already read it.
Mine's up there.
Wait. Reading Waniva. We'll see if he's off on
I'm not reading it, but I'll hold it up.
There you go.
We'll see if he's off or he goes in late for work on the day that we do the live show, then he will participate in the live show, he said. But if he's not off, then obviously he can't. So
yeah,
that's what that is. So yes, I have already read this. I believe I'm the only person because Reni hasn't read it either.
I think Reni started through it.
Okay, so hello. Oh, what is everyone else reading? I'm rude.
So I have 15 pages, right?
Okay.
Sorry, 20 pages left of this. Love and Other Words.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna jump over to Save Me because,
I just think it's funny that Kelsey is a good 3 days ahead on this buddy read of Love and Other Words. I have not even done today's pages, and at this point, I can guarantee you it has not happened. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Romance books, I can fly through. Like, I guarantee I might finish this today. Like, I don't know why I read romance books so quickly, but it just happened.
So,
have you started Save Me?
No, I have not. I think I may finish tonight.
She might get sucked in. That's what happened to me.
Truly, if I didn't work, the other one would have been done within. So it was really done within reading time, like a couple hours.
Well, yeah.
It's just because of work. So tonight I have nothing else to do. Well, I do, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to read this.
Fair.
So. I plan on listening to Love and Other Words on Saturday at work.
It's
so probably the whole thing will get listened
to. I'm loving it so far.
It's very predictable, and I guess the whole thing.
But it's a romance.
It's just cute. It just brings me back to high school. Like, it's just cute. So I love it.
Yeah.
What are you reading?
Brittany?
Me? I gotta tell the people. I'm the only person that knows.
Assassin's Blade.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wait, we did say that, yeah.
I'm reading Assassin's Blade as we're supposed to.
She's actually doing the read along.
Well, you know what? We were supposed to, but then I got derailed with this series because of Neva, so I blame her.
That may be half of both of our faults, really. That was a joint effort, and we're sorry, but not sorry. So it's
I'm not sorry at all. I'm not even gonna pretend to be sorry. Hello, Taylor. So nice to see you.
I haven't started this yet, so we'll see.
Taylor is reading Lease on Love by Fallon Ballard and loving it so far. Oh, wonderful.
Nice.
Thank you for your patience.
Sorry.
Better prepared next time. Hello, John. Oh, that was me again. Hello, Nell. Long time no see, girl.
What to say? Nell, I haven't seen you in forever.
Hello. Planning on starting Assassin's Blade, but I have some misrule by Heather Walters tonight while I do some cleaning. Lovely. Hello, Elise's. Hello.
Okay.
Glad you found me. Also, I got a notification for my own dang sprints.
Are you subscribed to yourself? Like on your singing channel?
Yeah, but I'm not logged into my singing channel. I'm logged into, like, the one that I'm always logged into is my reading channel. So why y'all sending me notifications for my own dang live show?
I have no idea. I didn't get notified for your live show, and I'm subscribed. So
that's what I'm saying. People, I don't get stuff for people I'm subscribed to, but you gonna send it for my own life? No. I'm on the Libby wait list for Assassin's Blade, approximate 3 weeks. I will say this: if you have it, like if you have like a way to read it physically, like with your eyes, it goes very quickly. Can I help you?
But sometimes the Libby waitlist, like if it's anything less than a month, it could just show up at any point because if people do deliver later, all of a sudden. This happened to me with Part of Your World, which I was very happy about because I need to read it next week for Rom-Comathon, and I was like, I don't really want to use an Audible credit.
Yeah.
So I was very thankful when surprisingly my 7-week wait for the audiobook became, it's available. And I went, oh, thank God.
Maybe I should have tried to request the audio then because I didn't bother because it was like 8-week wait. And I was like, oh, whatever.
I always still do because if people start delivering it later, all of a sudden you're like available.
True.
Neva, you're still muted.
Of course I am. There we go. Not sure what I'm reading yet. I have 2 books, a nonfiction called On Time and Water, and Ice Planet Barbarians 7. Everyone's saying hello.
Erin,
that's what that stands for. I was trying to figure out what it stood for.
Up to 7 in that series. Like that's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Hello, ladies. Hello, Jean. I'm a page away from finishing The Risk in the Mindfuck series. Not sure I want to continue. Here's the thing. The Mindfuck series was marketed to me as smut. It is not smut. So I went into it expecting it to be something that it wasn't. I will give you that it is like serial killer romance, kind of, but like it's not smutty, in my opinion. You get maybe like between the first 2 books, I think you got like 3 scenes of any kind of like actual sexual content, which would have been fine if I had been told that that's what it was. If I had been told that it was serial killer romance, but that it was more focused on the main character's revenge, cool, I could have gone into it. But because it was marketed to me the way that it was, I've had to distance myself from the series for a while. I plan on trying to read the rest, but I wasn't vibing with it because it was not what people were marketing it to me as.
I'm very much considering doing this weekend with Sarah and Lexi.
I mean,
they're all whole season. Like
we're doing a 12-hour sprint now. Some of those sprints I will be on my own sprint, so I'll miss part of it. But I can still read that on my sprints. That's fine. But they're doing like a 12-hour to read the series.
And how many books is it?
5.
Oh, okay.
But they're tiny. Like you can buy it as a bind up of all 5. Like if you buy the physical copy. So
the bind up is like maybe a little thicker than that.
Yeah, like it's a normal sized book in the bind up. So
yeah.
Are they on KU? They must be.
They're all on KU, yeah.
Yeah.
Not as a bind up. They're just actually I think the only way you can buy them physically is in the bind up. You can't buy them as physical individual books. You can only get them through KU or Kindle app. But yeah, that's why I stopped at book 2. It wasn't marketed to me the way that it should have been. And so I had a lot of trouble like getting into it at all. Like just because I was like, okay, cool. Like I didn't sign up for a revenge story, you know? Just saying. Everyone's saying hello. 11-year-old niece bought herself love, in other words, with the gift card I sent her. Was this book smutty?
No.
Oh, no. I don't know. Listen, I have read
Christina Lauren. It could be, so it's a good question to ask.
It's not.
Because Christina Lauren writes adult romance. That's why I was like, I mean, I hope she
likes either way.
I would not call it like it's just a romance. There's a few scenes, but I would not say it's smutty in the slightest.
Hello, Pat. Okay, Elise's. There's like a book discussion going on. I think on Bree's channel. Bree's channel. Everyone's saying hello. Hello, Crystal. Crystal's on lunch. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you definitely do, ma'am. So,
Same, but I am starting it ASAP. So,
got a notification for my own video. Yeah, because Crystal messaged on Discord and she was like, "Is there some kind of a reading schedule?" And I was like, "I have a highlight on my Instagram. So if anyone needs like how we're reading the books, like the months we're reading them, there are 2 graphics under a TOG read along highlight on my Instagram. And I basically what I did was I uploaded a graphic that will fit your grid. So like on Instagram grid. And then I also uploaded a graphic that will fit your stories, depending on which one that you want.
We should probably put that with those graphics in the Discord at some point.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. Also.
I'll make a mental note because one of us can do that. That's we all have them. So
went live and then like 5 minutes later. Right. Like I know that I'm live.
Like, I love that. I'm aware.
Wouldn't be live without me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just weird. Gonna finish This Shattered World and then I may start Wretched or Shadow of the Fox. Yeah, Erin is killing it considering like a week ago she was on book 1.
It was a week ago Monday. So like 9 days ago. Yeah.
Wow. And it's really only a matter of time before Assassin's Blade come through since it's only 3 weeks. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Everyone's saying hello. So worth it. There is no smut, but it's an amazing revenge arc. I mean, I probably will continue it. I just had to distance myself because I was disappointed in the fact that it was marketed to me as smut. And it was when I was real deep in my smut era last year. So like I knew what I was looking for by that point in smut. Yeah. And so for someone to tell me, and there were quite a few people that were telling me, oh yeah, it's smutty, it's blah, blah, blah. Like a single sex scene does not make smut. Yeah. Like that's not, that's just the progression of a story. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if I had been told like, this is a revenge story about this woman who had like a terrible thing happen to her and then she plots revenge on the people that did it to her, cool, I can get behind that. But I hate when books are not marketed correctly.
Yes.
And I know that the covers are misleading, but if you're someone who's read it, you can say the covers are misleading.
Yeah, like Love Hypothesis. That cover is a little misleading with the main character.
That's my entire rant on that book is that cover.
I know you hated. That's the thing that bothered you the most about
the
that
cover.
Book. Well, that's the only thing, really.
It was my biggest issue with that book was the cover,
and I think a lot of her books are the same.
That
idea.
The man described in that book is not the man that is on that cover.
There's another book that I read like that, and I was like, this just doesn't add up. I'm trying to remember, but I was like,
the cover artist clearly did not read the book, and no one corrected them.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: is like I feel like this is an Allie Hazelwood problem because Allie Hazelwood herself said that it was Kylo Ren fanfic.
Right.
That's an Allie Hazelwood thing. I feel like the cover artist did what they were supposed to and made these two people look the way they were supposed to. And Allie Hazelwood just don't know how to write anybody but super tall, buff dudes and short hobbit sized women. And that I feel like that was an Allie Hazelwood screw up and not
for sure.
Because if you're told this is Kylo, that would be like if somebody was like, this is Draymione, which is Draco fanfic. This is Draymione fanfic, and then they design a cover based off of that.
Yeah, and then the character is completely different.
And you say that Draco is 6'9" and has brown shaggy hair and eyes the color of obsidian, and then you say that Hermione is 5'2.5" and has blonde straight hair. That's on you. Yeah. You gave the wrong description.
Yep.
Hopefully I'll also finish other books this month as well, though. I think you will, Erin. Serial killer romance feels like a vibe, which it is. Like there is a romance arc to it. Like there is like a romance happening, but it's not the main thing. It's secondary.
Yeah.
I forgot it was in here.
And I like serial killer romance. That's the thing. So like people got me with that, saying that it was smutty serial killer romance. And
Yeah. I hate when it's marketed differently than it actually is.
Hello, Chris. Hello, ML. Sorry, I'm fighting with people to go to bed. I have fallen down a deep, dark internet hole about what I need to know. I'm not enjoying violence for the mind F. That's why I'm reading. I am not waking up at 7 a.m. to start reading Mr. Shells. So, I mean, if you don't like the violence, I would say it's not going to be for you. Is it still a little wet? Yes, Ori. Because, like, that's part of the arc. Like, that's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
Can I stir this up? I mean, I'm not gonna wake up at 7 a.m. I mean, I might still.
Yeah, there's
actually, I probably will be awake at 7 a.m. because I have to put Ari on the bus. But, I definitely will say I expected the violence just because I knew what part of the story was. Oops. I just also expected there to be smut, and there really wasn't. No, do not get it. I did. Everyone saying hello. Learning about Snapism and Snape wives. Snapism and Snape wives. What?
What?
What? ML, what the hell is this? What the hell is this?
Hold on, let me Google it.
Is it like Snapchat something? Maybe?
Are we too old?
That's what I was just about to say. Maybe we're too old for this. I'm scared to Google random things. It's always scary.
ML is older than we are.
Yes, but ML is
it's something to do with Harry Potter.
Oh, that makes sense.
What the fuck is it? What the? I'm sorry. I'm going. Thank God I'm not monetized. What the heck is a Snape wife?
I don't think I want to know.
I don't even want to know. If ML,
a Snape wife is a woman who channels a Snape, is engaged in romantic relationships with him, and sees him as a vital guide for their daily lives.
What?
I don't understand.
Okay, hopefully, ML, if you could just explain this to us, because I am not. Listen, my search browser history is already bad enough, considering that I be looking up true crime stuff all the time, and I don't.
I need a better description than Google.
Yeah, help us out, ML.
It's a religion.
To me, the Zodiac Academy was marketed to me. I mean, it was also marketed to me this way, but it was also marketed to me as being like pretty cheesy and lit. So I opted to do the audiobooks. I'm enjoying the audiobooks.
Yes, ML is confirming it is a religion.
Oh, I need to be scrolling, Kay.
You need to be down at the bottom. You'll have all the answers. They're spamming the answers.
Okay, hold on.
Mm.
But like what? What is the religion? Like what is the
give me a second
reasoning.
Give me a second to get through the rest of these. I'm sorry. I'm fighting with Ari.
Got it.
It's okay. The heck.
That's okay.
I'm gonna Google it.
What's coming in?
Okay, so yeah, the Zodiac Academy. This was also marketing me this way. If you're not enjoying it, like reading it with your eyes, then I would suggest reading the audiobooks. I gave the first audiobook, I think I gave it 4 stars. I mean, it was fine. It's very cheesy. It's very much like a book. It's a book series you need to go into knowing that it's not going to be what you want necessarily. Like, it's not gonna be great. I mean, it's not great literature. It's definitely not that.
Yeah.
As far as smutty, I don't know. There was no real smut in the first book, so I would assume it's not. But I feel like people just assume if it's on Kindle Unlimited, that means it's gonna be smutty, and like that's not how that works. It's very weird to me. Hello, Ollie. I need to finish Air of Fire still, but I'm reading Assassin's Blade after. Okay, so you're just reading it in a different order. We're reading it in chronological order. And it's been confirmed to me by other people that they prefer, because I've been talking to some other people and paying attention to Becca from Becca in the Books, her Discord, because I'm in there. And there are quite a few people that are saying that they've read it both ways, like both where you read the Assassin's Blade after Air of Fire and where you read it first. And their consensus is that they prefer to read it first. So I don't know. Everyone's saying hello. Are any of the boy band prompts location related to Virginia?
Oh.
Where was Reni's book taking place?
Florida. We both have Florida.
Wait, wasn't something there?
Something was in Virginia.
Someone said something, and
somebody said that Virginia was somewhere.
It might be in the southwest, southeast, south. You know how we added those?
See if it's south. See if the region. So Google the region and then go off of that, because we get a state, but we also get a region. So we get like takes place in Oklahoma.
Wait, which team is this then?
I don't know.
I think she might be trying to steal. I think she might be trying to steal.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Saying hello. Oh, we talking my fuck yeah. No, that's a good for her thriller with a romantic subplot. Yeah, and I would have been fine with it if I was told that it was a good for her thriller. But don't tell me it's smut when it's, I don't know. That just, I think it irritates me because I try so hard when people ask me about books to market them as what they are. Mm-hmm. So it annoys me when people don't market things as what they are.
Yeah. Fair.
The last thing he told me was another one. I was told, like, even Goodreads was marketing it as a thriller. It's not a thriller. It's a mystery. Well, so I only gave it a 3-star because it was marketed to me as a thriller, and it's not a thriller.
Yeah, I
think those get lumped in together a lot too, and they're very different.
Yeah. Wonderful to have you, John. I'm finding everything in me not to do another reread of the Mind F series. Okay. I need to, maybe I'll just, I don't know. I can't add any more books to my KU right now, so we'll see what happens. If there are any lessons learned in 2022, it's not to trust people's sexy time levels.
That's so true. Because I think it depends on where you are in your
smut era.
In your smut era. Because for some people, like one smut scene is a lot.
Yeah.
And for some people, it's like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
This is why I follow people like Princess in Paperback, because Princess in Paperback reads the same levels. I mean, sometimes I'm even over what she reads. And then Tamika, her channel used to be Library of Tomes, but I think her channel now is just Tamika's Library. Tamika tends to read the levels that I want. So I've kind of narrowed down who I know read the level of smut that I also read. But when I was first trying to find people, there were definitely people that were reading the Mind F series that was like, yeah, this is so smutty. And I was like, where?
I guess if you're starting off, like, that's like, I haven't read the series, but if you're starting off with smut, that, like, something low in smut might be, like, a lot at the start, you know?
Maybe, but, like, if you're trying to actually start a smut era, I would give you, like, Birthday Girl before I gave you the Mind F series.
That's one of the first ones I read.
I don't even think, like you said, I don't think it's really smutty. Like it's a thriller. It's not a smutty romance.
It's a thriller, like marketed as smut, which is so weird to me. But it's because the covers are misleading. But if you've read it, then you know it's not.
Well, and I think it's also like you said, like people just assume things on KU are smutty,
but
that's like not accurate.
I love hearing Neva talk about teeny tiny little bitty women. Listen, yeah. I mean, in my opinion, with the love hypothesis, Brittany wasn't here for this. I don't think she heard me say this, but with the love hypothesis, I I don't feel like it was the cover artist's fault that the cover was made the way it was. It was Ali Hazelwood's fault because
Well,
she
yeah.
But
herself.
do you think that authors really have that much say in their covers?
I do in this instance, yes.
You're right,
because
actually.
she marketed it as Kylo Ren fanfic.
Right.
And so they made the cover look like Kylo Ren fanfic.
Right.
Yeah,
It would be
that's
one
true.
thing if she said this is Kylo Ren fanfic, and then they put two completely different people on there.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, and I think I could be wrong, but wasn't the Love Hypothesis originally independently published?
I don't know, but it could have been.
So, like, even we'll
I
say she had no say in her cover, fine. But clearly, they listened to you when you said it's Kylo Ren fanfic, and then you described your characters as not Kylo Ren fanfic.
Yeah, because I know that this is a current thing with the lesson in chemistry covers, is that the author is upset with the UK or with the American cover because it's completely the antithesis of what the book is. Like, it's a pink cover, and the whole point is that not all girls like pink, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And the author's saying, like, I don't understand, like, why they went with that cover.
But I think those books are traditionally published.
Yeah, too. I don't know if that one was, if that one was or not.
Let's say that it was the Love Hypothesis was traditionally published. If it was, then they literally listened to everything that you said, and then you put a bad description.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just weird. That'd be like saying that you're writing fan fiction about me. Nobody do that. And then describe me as having fair skin and blue eyes with blonde hair. And then you get like a black, like a mixed girl on the cover of your book. You know what I mean? Everyone's saying hello.
Side note, Brittany, did you know that Indigo had like a cyber security breach? And their like website's down, and in store they're only taking like cash. Like that's it. It's like a whole thing, yeah.
I mean, that's not shocking since that's like the current thing happening here in Canada.
It's not shocking, but it's like surprising a little.
Like a month ago.
Yeah.
And they couldn't like do any prescriptions for anybody or anything for like 2 weeks.
I mean, I guess, that's how it is now. I usually get my synopsises, like I copy it from there. So I went on to copy it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
This doesn't work.
I'm going to get it off Goodreads, I guess.
Goodreads is down.
What is down?
Goodreads. Yeah, Goodreads
was down.
Mine has been working all afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, mine is down too.
Mine was fine. Oh, mine's fine.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah, mine's fine. And that's how I had to copy the synopsis. So like Indigo doesn't have it. And then Amazon didn't have the Us Against You synopsis in the like description. So I'm like, okay, Goodreads it is. Yeah, mine's working fine.
It's working.
Yeah, ours wasn't working in Courtney's Sprint.
Interesting.
It's
okay.
And then
we get there together.
Instagram, I did receive this link, and I'm very scared to look at it, but I will look at it in the first sprint, and then I will send it to Brittany and Kelsey too, because if I have to see it, so do they. Everyone's saying hello. It's wild. It sounds ridiculous. Alici's Googled, and she said, "Oh snap!" on the Snape. Ooh, a religion in for a treat. I can't. Is this like Sister Wives? Like I'm so confused.
Okay, but wait, it has to do with Harry Potter or no?
I don't know that answer.
Because Snape, like Harry Potter.
Isn't that what the link is in the Instagrams?
Yeah, I'll send it to the. She sent it to my Instagram, so I'll send it.
I feel like it's Harry Potter related. I don't know why.
A religious practice. It sounds like a cult, bro, where we worship Snape, and I'm just not about that.
This must be Harry Potter Snape related, right?
Oh yeah. Yes, ML explains it further down.
There's a group of people who believe Snape is an actual deity, and JKR was just channeling the deity when writing the books.
No.
They worship and have spiritual experiences with this entity Snape, which is bigger than and cannot just be explained by who he is in the HP books. No. Because again, he's a deity. I know.
Absolutely not.
Loves her read along or her live show. that she's going to. So they no.
Is this because the video game just came out that everyone's like,
Probably.
No, I think this is actually, now that I'm reading this, I think this is a thing that's been going on for some years.
Oh no, but I think probably it's like getting
but
doing
it's
its rounds
probably
because
yeah, like becoming like a
because
thing.
of that. But I remember this being like a thing like a few years ago too. So I think it's just coming back up because of the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought there was Northeast prompt, but I'm Canadian. Don't know where the region of America are.
I don't know about Northeast.
I would just Google it.
I don't know if there's one there.
My Canadian mind doesn't know, but to be truthfully honest,
do your
best. We're the ones checking it, and I'm not going to police you over that because I don't know. So
to be truthfully honest, I'm American and I don't know my own regions.
To be honest, will any of the hosts like know if you
absolutely
like,
we won't? That's what I'm
like
telling
you're not. Yeah,
we don't care.
Try your
half of the hosts
book and tell me it's for that prompt. I'm not going to know that it's not.
Half of the hosts are American, and Reni had to look up the region for her book.
And the other half are Australian and Canadian, and we really don't know.
Virginia is southeastern, so there
that
you
makes
go.
sense. Yeah, okay.
Indigo sent a mass email about.
I never got an email. Weirdly,
I didn't check my email, so it might have went to junk.
I did check that when I saw her comment, and I didn't get anything, but
I don't always get emails about my orders going out either. So
good evening. Reading The Choice from The Dragon Heart Legacy by Nora Roberts. Wonderful. Got there from a Cassandra Clare rabbit hole. See, this is why I'm messing with Cassandra Clare. I'm sorry. I don't have like and I'm not judging anyone that like wants to read her books. I just don't have any interest in reading her books. Like she's just not like, and I do have a few of her books on Apple Books, like from back in the day, because like I downloaded them like as an older, like as a young adult, like probably like 18, 19 years old. And I read them and like they were fine, but they weren't like great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Truly.
Sounds like it.
Doing the Lord's of work out here. Jean said she got an email from Indigo.
I miss a lot. Like I don't get order emails sometimes, so I don't know.
I think their email situation is spotty at best.
Yeah.
But I am going to check my
at least it's on the account. Like I saw it like when I like went on the app, so.
No, I didn't get one on the. Oh, yes. Oh, no.
Like you see the notice when you go on the app though, right?
I don't have their app.
Oh, okay. Am I just addicted to buying from them? Like I have their app.
I'm trying not to buy books this year, Kelsey.
Same.
Use an app.
But I need, you know why I have the app? Because I copy the synopsis from there for
That's
reviews.
You tell yourself that's why.
I actually have been good. I haven't bought any books since like the book of the month, like one. So I've been doing good.
What was the last book I bought? I bought Tessa Bailey's book.
Yeah. Okay, that was a pre-order that I ordered last year, so I don't count pre-orders.
Yeah, but I didn't. I ordered it when you said it was on sale like a week ago. So I didn't technically order it a year ago.
Did I tell you I found it at Costco like days before did I tell you this? And it was like cheaper than what I even got it for. It was
That's annoying.
So, yeah. Oh well.
That is annoying.
All right. I just took the largest bite of pizza known to man, and then y'all stop talking. Hold on.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Also, I would like to say, I'm glad I'm not the only one that doesn't count pre-orders as bought books.
Well, I count them as bought books when they're bought, but like, so I bought it last year. So in 2022. So
that's
now
what I mean.
It doesn't count as me.
Like all of my pre-orders were bought in 2022.
But like, they don't take the money out until now.
Correct.
So how are you counting it as bought last year?
However, order was placed last year.
The order
in my mind, the order was placed last year, and the birthday discount was used in December. So
that's fair. That's fair.
You know,
Okay.
Okay.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm just questioning it.
So I think this is a question for all of us. So
Oh.
This year? Hold on. Let me just pull up. Hold on. Please hold. I've already read a lot of books this year.
Kelsey, what about you? Do you have an answer?
I'm gonna look, but
I'm gonna look at my what I've given 5 stars, and then I'll go from there.
Find Me was my last 5-star. And my other 5-star was A Man Called Ove. Those have been my only 5-star so far.
Oh, I know my answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Babel.
Okay, so I think so I have like, here's the thing. It was hard for me so it was hard for me to do my Battle of the Book Bands bracket. Battle of the Book Bands? No.
Oh, wow. I heard that like correct in my mind.
That I actually thought nothing of it. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah. No, my Battle of the Books bracket is what I'm trying to say. Because if you'd asked me this in January, I would tell you it's the entire Find Me series. But what I did was I just put the first Find Me, or the first book, or the whole Whitsex series. But I would just put the first.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry, I've like.
Oh, that's okay. Neva said 1 sec too, so
things happening. It's almost bedtime here, so that's
Have you 5-starred any others besides Babel?
Oh yeah, I've given 6 5-stars this year so far.
Wow, I've only given 2, and I'm being generous this year. I'm trying to be like less stingy with my 5 stars.
I've given them 2. Find Me.
Yep, duh.
The Villas.
Oh, really? Is that one by Rachel Hawkins?
Yes.
I was thinking about getting it at Costco. I saw it.
Love Me.
Yeah, duh.
Which is the 3rd book in the Whitbeck series.
So Save Me wasn't?
No, I gave it 4.
Okay, good to know.
And I have my reasons, but I'll tell you them once you.
I mean, I don't have hope tonight this is getting done. We're too chatty, so I'm like, yeah, this isn't getting done.
When you said that, I was like,
Madam, I'm like, I'm too hopeful. But for sure this weekend.
5 Survive and the Thursday Murder Club.
Right, 5 Survive. Yeah, that was a good one.
I'm gonna need your reasons for a 4-star on the second.
I can give you my reasons. I have reasons.
Yeah, give me your reasons because I need the reasons.
Well, I can't right now. She hasn't read it yet.
To throw them in we have a separate chat.
Well, I figured you'd want to wait till we were not talking on the internet anymore for me to stop talking and entertaining the people.
For January, basically what went out was the entire Whitsex series. Now I just put like the first cover, but I gave the entire series 5 stars, so that is what it is. But for February so far, my top book has been Dear Martin, which is the book I just finished like 2 days ago. And then when I had to do like the little bracket thing, to decide, I don't know which one wins. So I'm hoping that whatever book I put in there for March, because I do it, every 3 months, that will help me to narrow it down from there. You know what I mean? But so far this year, it's like a tie between the Whitsex series and Dear Martin, but for different reasons. So you're welcome. Getting closer to the end of part 1, going on part 2 next. Wonderful. Mine has been Legend. I did really like that book. ML's favorite book so far this year is also Babel.
Nice.
My past self is a different person to pre-orders or just surprise gifts from a mysterious admirer.
Agreed.
I've not heard of this series, but I don't read Nora Roberts anymore, so that could be why.
I've never read from her.
Brittany, do you want this link?
Yes. Sorry, I'm sending you my thoughts.
Also,
I was told to send my thoughts to Nina.
Also, ML's favorite book of the year so far is also Babel.
I agree with that.
I'm waiting on the audio.
To be honest, though, okay, here's to be honest. I honestly think the third White Sex series is probably a tie, but like Babel was better. Like I need to pick Babel as like a choice because like the amount of research that had to go into make Babel the way that it was, I have to pick Babel over Save Me or Love Me.
And I feel like there's different
in my heart of hearts, it's a really close second is Love Me.
Well, there's different 5 stars. There's like 5 stars that it's like beautifully written. It may not be like the type of book where you like binge, but you like absolutely loved it. And then the ones you binge.
Pretty much say like it's only February 9th, and I think both of those will be in my best books of the year.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I think what I'm going to do this year at the end of the year is I'm going to tell you what my top 12 books were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then say what the number 1 book was. So basically just break down on my book bracket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because if they make it into the book bracket, that's the best book of the year.
Yeah.
Finish the fine print. Wonderful. What did you think? What did you give it? All right. That's the end of the comments now. Do we want to do a sprint now?
We probably should. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to finish this book.
4-star for the fine print.
Good. Very good.
Very good. All right. So we'll do 45 minutes. So I don't know why this is on here. Okay. We will see everyone in 45.
Hello.
I was just about to say, are we the only one, or is she not back?
Okay, well, we'll go ahead. How far did you get?
I didn't.
Oh, there she is.
Not
Sorry, I'm still dealing with Ari.
That's
I
okay.
assumed. That's okay.
Okay.
We were just gonna talk and chit chat until you shut up.
I read nothing.
Same.
I watched this video from ML and now I'm like deeply disturbed.
I did not watch that. I was putting my child.
I started, but I was like, save me. So, like literally, not save me because I was watching.
Also,
that
save
too.
me. Hi, Reni.
Hello. I was like, is Neva gonna let me in?
Yeah, I'm also dealing with a 5-year-old who thinks that she doesn't have to go to bed, even if she has to go to work.
Want to show them your new toy?
Wow, fancy.
Show them how the hose moves.
Oh, the hose moves too. That's pretty fancy.
Yeah, spray them, Lincoln. Spray them.
Wow.
All right, go, Daddy. I'll be there in a minute.
I didn't know he was
You sprayed me with water. You
Sorry, I had to meet with my circus person afterwards to talk about potentially changing my job. So, you know. Anyway, it went really well. So I don't know what it's doing yet, but I might be quitting my teaching job. So we'll see.
How did you do, Kels?
I finished Love and Other Words, so
Oh, nice.
and then got to let me see, hold on. 7% in Save Me.
Oh, that's where I'm at.
So, oh, perfect. I'm not finished it tonight like I thought, but
I knew that was over ambitious when you
well, I
said
was
it.
like, we're too chatty on Thursday nights. I didn't think about it, you know.
Yeah.
And Brittany read
What did
nothing.
you give Love in Other Words?
5.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
I could have told you that.
It was
without
just so
asking.
cute. Like you just need like a predictable, like
How
cute
she is.
No.
romance.
It's not because Kels will be like, I read this whole book in a day, 4 stars.
I'm like,
No,
worried about that.
It's true. It's true.
She's rough on the star ratings.
I don't give a lot of 5 stars.
really don't.
I've only given this is my 3rd in the year, and I've read 12 books.
I felt a 5-star just because she was like visibly so happy talking about.
I
this
was
book.
like, I can't wait to get back to read it. Yeah, I know.
I am a little worried about that book because I heard that Every Summer After is just a ripoff of it.
It's literally almost the same.
So I'm like, am I gonna love this one as much? I'm like, I don't know.
I thought that, and at a certain part, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be the exact same, and I'm gonna hate it." And
Which
I can't spoil it. Every summer after,
Every Summer
and
After
I love
was
that.
a ripoff of Love.
Yeah,
and
but
Other
which
Words.
book came first?
Oh,
Love
Love
and
and
Other Words.
Love
But
and Other
I read them the other way around.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
I don't know. Well, I do want to read that. I'm reading it for Buzzword at some point when the word other is happening.
Yeah, it was really good.
I have no idea which month that is.
I have no idea. I don't know.
All right, let's read these comments.
I'll read.
Oh, what are you reading, Rainy?
Oh yeah.
That's funny. I did start Assassins. I'm 5% in. You know, it's just chill. I lost the audiobook, so you know, you live and you learn. And I looked, and it's an 8-week wait again. So I'm not gonna get it in time. I'm just gonna have to read it physically.
That's what I'm doing.
It's fine. So I'm reading that, and then I'm also reading Save Me because you know I have to read that.
Yeah.
I mean, if it makes
This is all
anyone
I'm reading right now, so I'm probably gonna try to finish it realistically by tomorrow night. So
That I believe is much more realistic.
that is
Because
yeah.
we're doing sprints tomorrow night too. So
if it makes
Yeah, if I
anyone
didn't
feel
work
better,
during the day, I'd be binging it. But
if it makes you feel any better, Mr. Reading when Eva read The Assassin's Blade in 2 days.
Oh wow! What do you give it?
5 stars, he says.
Nice.
I don't think that he quite. Between us, I don't know that he quite understands a star rating. So, like, he reads something and he's like 5 stars, and I'm like, was it?
because he doesn't have
He was
anything to compare it
definitely
to.
mad. He was definitely mad, like halfway through the first novella. Like he was mad. Like he came storming into my room, screaming about something that happens in the first novella, and I was like, "Are you good?" And he was like, "What? It's going on!" Like he was upset. Okay,
Is he gonna read the rest of the series with us?
yes, he's currently reading Legendborn, but he he says that he wants the audiobook for Legendborn, so I need to give him my script so he can listen to that. But he didn't use an audiobook for the Assassin's Blade, and he took it to work with him to read it. So it's like a very quick read. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm sure this person is gone. Like, she's gone, okay? This was at 9:03. But they said, thank you for the sprints. It's 2:03, so good night.
Yeah.
Hello, Katie. Able to sit down to read. 3 chapters left to read for a discussion group in Airfire. Then I'm not sure what I'll be reading. Finished part 1. Wonderful. Is not ready the next morning. Wonderful. Hello, E. Harris. 27 pages. 23% of Misrule and 3% of Assassin's Blade. You chose something because my God. Like I'm just having a problem with the fact that Snape, like Alan Rickman is Snape.
Wait, what? What did I miss?
Oh yes.
Well, this is a whole. You must be in the. Oh no, you're not in that group chat.
You're gonna have to go back. No, because I sent it to our private, like the one that's just the 3 of us.
The 3 of us.
So I'm gonna have to
send
send
it in the besties chat.
So ML, apparently the chaos chose her, okay? And she went down a rabbit hole about Snapeism and Snape wives. This is a religion that was started in 2005 by part of the Harry Potter fandom. It's not actually part of the Harry Potter fandom, but they believe that Snape is a deity, and the reason that the Harry Potter books were written is because JKR was possessed by this deity, and the reason that, but they hate JKR. Like, they've hated JKR since before the rest of us hated her. You know what I'm saying? And they hate her because of the way she wrote Snape's redemption arc, which, I mean, it was crap. Okay, like, if we're gonna give the man a redemption arc, like, let's give him an actual one. You know what I mean? But these people believe that they're like married to Snape, and it's very strange.
Yeah.
Wow, I watched a whole 40-minute video.
Okay, I did not. I was like,
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I was
I
I watched the first little bit. Nope.
It's finished now, but I listened to it while playing my game, and I am just disturbed. Okay, so that's what happened.
Not too sad that I missed that, but thanks for the update.
If you want, you can go back in the stream. It's all there. 2 of the 3 chapters read. Wonderful. Finished The Risk and read 5% of the Romanov Oracle by Molly Tullis. Not sure what it is about other than magic during the Russian Revolution. Wonderful. Hello, Kiana. Every summer
after, apparently. I don't know. I like them both, so
I don't want to work tomorrow.
Are they basically the same book?
There's one key difference, and I can't say it because it'll spoil it.
I'll be reading both this year.
I like both because they did have little differences. Because kind of when you think about it, a lot of eventually books will have similar storylines just because of, and it's a predictable storyline. It doesn't like, it's not a really unique idea.
Yeah.
So I feel like they are similar.
Well, it's kind of like in thrillers. Every isolated setting thriller is basically at the end of the day the
exactly.
same book.
Yeah.
There's one thing that I was shocked to do in an isolated setting. There's only so much that can be done.
And I was expecting the exact same twist as Every Summer After, but it was different.
Oh, so that's good.
Was nice. Yeah.
That's good.
What is the only thing she has in common with JKR is that we hate JKR. I mean, same. I mean, yeah. What is the may he rest in peace. Alan Rickman as an actor, like, I never had like a crush on Alan Rickman, but like Alan Rickman is definitely like one of my like top tier actors.
Oh yeah.
Like when he passed away, like I was wrecked, okay? But like Snape, like of all of the characters you could have picked, because at the end of the day, in my opinion,
no.
what you're in love with here is not Snape, it's Alan Rickman. Okay, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like, we're all entitled to our own celebrity crushes. Okay, people make fun of me all the time because I think like Hugh Jackman, top tier for me. Like, if he came knocking on my door, sorry, like, bye. Okay, but at the end of the day, the person that you are liking, like, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Okay, I don't need any Snape wives coming after me. So Alan Rickman is the person that you're after here. So, like, why we picked that character? Because, like, literally, like, the pictures of Snape that they're using are not like
Yeah.
they're literal pictures of Alan Rickman. They're not like, because there are like deviant art. Now, this all started in 2005 when like LiveJournal was a thing. If anyone remembers that, I do. Anyway, but like the pictures that this one woman used on LiveJournal are literal pictures of Alan Rickman. It's not like she went to deviant art or like to another like fan art website and like downloaded pictures of fan art that were not based around Alan Rickman. These are literal photographs of Alan Rickman. No, ma'am. Okay. So excited to finish part 2. We're finishing part 2 maybe before part 3. Okay. Wonderful. Goodreads is refusing to search book titles. Yes, it's
Goodreads
it's
has been having issues all day.
Yeah.
JKR is not. Yeah, they say what?
How much of the population is this religion? Like,
Oh yeah, that's
Probably like
It's not.
I'm just
I
curious.
don't know.
really
Supposedly, so
Yeah, like it
supposedly-
must be. I'm gonna Google it.
Okay, so Snapeism itself is on like the outskirts of the Harry Potter fandom. So they're not like technically part of the Harry Potter fandom.
Okay.
You understand? Like they like
Yes.
there's like the Harry Potter fandom and then there's Snape wives. Like that's like they're separated out. They're like isolated from the rest of the Harry Potter fandom. Because like how
Yeah,
are you
well, I
gonna
hope
go-
so.
Because like you're not gonna be able to go. It's like the chick on the video said. Like you're not gonna be able to go into like a Harry Potter fandom forum and
Yeah.
be like, JKR was not a good enough worshiper of this deity, and so she like went off into, so like he supposedly deserted her, and then she went and wrote the story incorrectly. Like they have like a deep hatred for Lily Potter. Like it's a thing, y'all. It's a thing. It's a thing. So Tanya became like, the leader of Snape's Snorri, very similar to like Christianity, people trying to tell Jesus's story for him. You know what I mean? It's very yikes. Sounds like a cult to me. But I mean, that's just my opinion. Wonderful. Went down to dinner. She channeled Snape. Yeah, on LiveJournal. That's I mean, back in the day, like in 2005 though, LiveJournal was definitely where fandoms were hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What is this live journal?
So
Is it like Reddit?
So LiveJournal, you know what Tumblr is?
Yes.
LiveJournal was Tumblr before Tumblr really took off.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
LiveJournal was Tumblr mainly for like young adults, like
Got
for
it. Okay.
young.
I just realized that Kelsey is younger than us in that moment.
I'm like, I had Tumblr. Like, of course I know
That's why I was
Tumblr,
like,
but
wait,
LiveJournal, what?
Okay, so Tumblr was before LiveJournal. Like Tumblr, I think Tumblr
really?
was around.
Yeah.
Because I had Tumblr and I've never had LiveJournal.
But it was around longer.
Tumblr was around,
Okay.
but like
Got it.
Tumblr was used for like pornographic images. Like it was not a place for
Mhm.
children to be.
Oh,
So
yeah,
we
no.
had LiveJournal.
I know.
If I-
Tumblr was wild though.
Like LiveJournal was pretty wild too.
Okay.
But that's where, like, before we had like real like fandom type of websites, we had like LiveJournal, and then later on we got fanfiction.net. Like that's how that happened. So all the fanfiction stuff started really for a lot of people like that are mine and Brittany's age especially
yeah.
on LiveJournal. So like everybody had a LiveJournal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
That was like Tumblr or like, what was the other one? Pixo,
or like
I think.
MySpace.
Oh, I didn't have MySpace, but I had Pixo, if you know what that is.
I know what Pixo is, yes.
Okay, good. I'm like, am I too young?
MySpace was the jam back in the day.
Dude, I feel
I
like here's
didn't
what I
have
thought. I feel like we should bring back MySpace and just X out Facebook.
Oh, MySpace was so much better than Facebook.
Because MySpace, you could I'm like going down memory lane.
I
Like
wish I had
you
MySpace.
could have
but-
so MySpace
I
you could
missed
have
out.
like you could have like your top 15 friends, right?
Oh
and
my
your
god, I
friends-
actually have a story about this. So
Like-
like Facebook also had top 10 friends, and I was
Yeah.
so
When it
petty
started.
that like every week I'd update that shit. Like I'd be like, oh, you're
Yes.
out, you're back in. Like I was so
Yes,
horrible
but
in
here's the
high
thing.
school.
Okay, MySpace, so you could put playlists on MySpace, like whole
Yes,
playlists.
I
So,
remember.
like,
Yeah,
for
I know
like
it.
4
I remember that.
for like 4 years, my playlist was like the raunchiest, most degrading Eminem songs I could find. Like that's all it was. It was like
I love
cleaning
it.
out my closet, like all the bad.
Yeah.
And then I had like you could do the wallpapers. I had like a bright pink wallpaper that had like glitter Playboy bunnies all over it because that's
I love that.
And
I
then
wish
you
you could see your old, like it was still up. Like I wish I could see my old, like.
I
No,
looked
I
at
do-
it. I couldn't find
absolutely.
it.
I do not want people to have access to that at all. No,
I just wanted
absolutely
to
not.
take screenshots of
Okay,
it to
yeah,
show
true.
other people that had MySpace to be like, do you remember this?
Yeah.
Because I had like the graphics, like the glitter graphics, right? It would be like that would be like brown sugar, blah blah blah, and it would have like the little black girl like avatar on it,
Okay,
like
yeah.
ridiculous. But like your top friends would change depending on like who you were hanging out with that week. Like
Yeah.
but I just feel like we should
Oh,
bring
it's
it back.
sad.
I feel like we should just bring back MySpace because I just feel like MySpace was so much better. Like it was so much more.
It was better. It was so
Or
much
we
better.
need- Or we need to like figure out how to make like our own. Like we need to come up with like another customizable social media.
Yeah, that's why I wish you could kind of customize like your Instagram profile a little more. So
They also called Snape our master. Ridiculous. I'm sorry. I just cannot with this.
I
Unhinged.
agree.
That's about the nicest I can say after watching that video because wow.
I don't even think I'm surprised anymore.
What the hell is he doing? I'm sorry, I'm watching Mr. Reed when he's on the camera. I don't know what he's doing.
What did I say that for?
This was to her saying that the Snapeism was not part of the Harry Potter fandom.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they're not
Well,
part-
yeah, I hope so.
like on like they're their own thing.
Yeah.
Like they even say that they're not part of the actual fandom. Yes, we're all on Goodreads.
Don't know. Oh, mine's the same as Instagram, I think.
Mine's
Yeah.
the same as my channel. So
You can get to my Goodreads through my Instagram on my link tree.
Same.
So
Rainy
If you
also
find one of
has-
us, you can find all of
Yes.
us.
I mean,
Yes.
I think I changed mine to my username.
Yeah, mine's my username now. So
I think mine is too, but
Actually,
it's
I
just
might
as easy to
try.
click the link.
Let me.
and Crystal's not confused. Good, you want to be.
No,
But
I'm
apparently
just
Live
being
Journal
blue.
was
I'm
not
just
a
being blue
thing.
on it.
Okay, so I'm not the only one who didn't know.
The Live Journal.
No,
But here's
never
I
heard
think
of
I
Live
tried to
Journal.
change it, and it said I had to confirm my email, which I did, and it's just being
Oh, weird.
if Live Journal, this would make sense to me that Live Journal is not a thing. Kelsey, I actually think, like, I hate to say this because, like, I hate when people tell me this crap, but like, I
I'm
think I
too young.
feel like you are just too young for Live Journal.
Let me look up Live Journal, but I don't think I've ever even heard
The
of
thing
it, to be
is,
honest.
the thing is with technology, the difference of like 2 years.
Oh,
A
yeah.
very different technological situation. Like
And,
it's,
like,
it's
if
not
you
like
didn't-
oh, like some things are like oh, if you have to be like 10, 15 years younger to not know
Yeah.
what that is. But like with technology, it was changing, especially in that time.
Yeah.
Like when we
it
were
was
teenagers.
like MySpace.
Like
And if
so
you
when we were
MySpace,
preteen
like,
teenagers,
and the thing
we went
is,
from like I didn't even own a computer because
Yeah.
computers in people's homes were not a thing when I was like a preteen, until like MySpace, Facebook, like
you
the
had like
whole-
dial
we
up,
only
and then
had-
yeah,
we
like,
only
I 100% had dial-up internet. I 100%
Same.
did.
yeah, we had dial-up, but we literally only had computers because my stepdad was a computer tech. That's the only reason we had one. and it was the
We
slowest
had
crap.
one, but it was like literal, like
It
you
was
play like little
dial-up,
games on it
You like couldn't
a
talk
floppy
on the
disk.
phone if someone was on
from the cereal boxes.
that.
Yeah, but those were CD-ROMs that came in the cereal boxes for a long time. I was still on floppy.
I
Oh,
used floppy for
God.
years.
I did
Like,
not.
Floppy was
my
I was
mom,
like, I can put things on this.
my mom sent me to school with floppy disks until the computers would no longer take them
100%.
because the floppy disks were cheaper than the USB sticks. Like, because when the USB sticks first came out, they were expensive. So it was cheaper to go buy just like a whole case of floppy disks where you got like 50 floppies, and then it held the same amount of crap anyway. So,
And I can guarantee you, if I said that to my son, he'd be like, "What the heck
what
is
the
a
hell is
floppy?"
disk? Yeah.
My son doesn't even know what a penny
Well,
is.
now people are
Does
even
he know what a
"Where are
VCR is?"
you?" People
Yes.
hardly use those anymore either. It's, yeah.
But my son doesn't even know what a penny is.
What?
We don't have pennies in Canada.
Well, you can still actually use them here. I think
We can't in Nova Scotia. They won't.
Wait,
Maybe
why do
no,
you not
maybe they
have
did.
pennies?
Maybe they stopped
Listen,
now.
I wish everyone would get rid of freaking pennies. And
I
pennies,
don't think
are,
they're
Why do you
useless.
have pennies?
pennies
What?
are the bane of my existence.
Yeah, I don't think you do. You have
What?
bills, right, for $1?
Yeah, they have $1 bills. They don't
Yeah.
have. But that's a penny is still a coin. Their pennies are still coins because that's 1 cent, not $1.
Yeah, a penny is a cent.
I'm tired.
But we do have coins for our dollars. A loonie is a coin.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. And I'm like, no, we
MySpace.
still have $1.
We still
Yeah,
have loonies.
MySpace taught everybody how to code. That's the thing. And then like everybody lost their ability because you had to know how to code in order to change your crap. I mean, the codes were written for you already, but like
That was like Pixo.
I don't know about anybody else, but like I would have times where I would try to copy and paste the whole code and you'd only get part of the code, so you had to put the rest in manually.
Yeah. I did
So
that
like
for Pixo,
we literally should all know how to code and we don't
Yeah.
because you just
because
copy and pasted it.
and they got rid of MySpace. Because I think we all would have figured out. I would think we all would have started figuring out how to code our own crap.
Yep.
Because there were times where it wouldn't copy the whole code, so you would have to open it up like side by side and type in the rest of the code. So we would have figured it out. Yes, so customizable. It was so personable. Like everybody's
Unique,
MySpace was different than anyone else's. Like you never had, even if Brittany and I had the same background, our MySpace was
so
different.
different.
We had, like an about me section. You had like this stuff. You could do like the quizzes and then like paste those to your thing. Man, MySpace was the jam. Wandering Star. Mine was a Playgirl Neva. I kid you not. I was like obsessed.
I don't remember
with Playboy bunnies back then. I don't know why. I was obsessed with Playboy at like 14, but that's fine.
I love that for you.
Yes, top 8 always cause chaos. Like because they'd be like, "Oh my god, did you see?" Like I remember there was a fight in my high school when I was a freshman. There was a fight in my high school because one girl, so this chick named Katie, she somehow had this chick named Shanae. I hope they never watch this because I know Shanae at least is on my Facebook, but that's fine. So
That's
Katie,
how I felt when I was talking about the podcast, I was like, that girl better never see this.
Katie,
it wasn't on your channel. It's fine.
MySpace login and went into Shanae's MySpace and changed a bunch of stuff. And so Shanae came to school the next day just like mad, like pissed off. And I went to a small high school. Okay, I'm talking 1 level with like outdoor like classrooms. Okay, because like there wasn't enough room in the school for all the classrooms. So she comes busting through talking about, "Where's Katie?" Like screaming down the hall. Comes in, she was like, "You went on my MySpace." She put something like some crap like you'd put on like the bathroom wall, like "call for a good time" or something, or like I give it up for whatever, right? And she was like, "You're the only person that had access to my MySpace, and I sure didn't do it to myself." And I mean, there was like a whole out fight. Like Shanae took Katie to the ground, punched her in the face. They got suspended each for like 3 days. I was like, oh, wow, like MySpace, that was drama central back then. I already have a friend and it was Tom. Actually, for like 2 years, I had Tom as my number 1 friend just because You know,
Wasn't
people.
he everyone's number one until you moved him.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But it
See,
would
I
cause
didn't know
chaos.
anything about this.
Depending on who you put in that number one spot, it would cause chaos with like the rest of your friend group.
Oh, I had
Because
it on Facebook.
why did
I
you
had
top
friends that would
and
be
it
like,
cause
I'm
chaos.
number 7 on your list.
Why am I number?
I
five?
feel like this was the start of like the mean girl cliques that happened. Where like this is how we started associating people in two sections.
This is
It's like you did this. All right, you're bumped down to number 5 now. Like,
My
this is
thing was how I got grounded for the first time, like in a serious way, where I didn't get to go on our 8th grade sea camp trip, which was like a week-long trip. And my parents had already paid like $400 for me to go.
oh my god.
And I kid you not, I wasn't supposed to have a MySpace. I wasn't supposed to have social media. Well, of course I had a MySpace. And I was stupid. And I left my MySpace open on the family computer. And so my mom catches me. And she more didn't want me to have MySpace because she thought I was going to talk to freaks. And I was like, I wasn't talking to anybody I didn't know. I was only talking to like my best friends at school. But regardless, she got so mad at me. She canceled C Camp for me and she wouldn't let me go. And so and it made me work chores and crap for like 2 years to pay them back $400.
Well, and then after MySpace, there was my yearbook.
Oh yeah.
And then my yearbook morphed into some creepy like online dating thing.
Well, and then remember when Facebook used to have all these weird like badges and gifts and oh dear.
Oh, you could do the poke thing.
Oh
Yeah, that lasted way too long. Like that went on for a long time. And like you knew
God.
you should never use the poke. Like just don't use it. It was a useless feature.
I just love that we've just like seen like the evolution of social media. You know what I'm saying? Because like my yearbook was like fun until it became like a creepy site for people to try to date you on it. Like why?
That's because people were, I think, just trying to like figure out what the internet was, and creepers were like, "Can we get into?"
I now want to
these
go
places?"
see if MySpace still exists in the same capacity, just because. Yeah, like Tom, I didn't quite understand like why everyone, because at one point everyone had to be friends with Tom. Like you didn't have a choice.
I think it was their way of monitoring MySpace at the beginning.
It probably was because it was a bunch of like 12-year-olds.
Because they knew it was a bunch of kids, right?
yeah.
She has such an old computer to do her business on. She doesn't know how to transfer everything to a new computer. That's funny.
Oh no.
Like, yeah, because it was like a creepy like picture of Tom.
What? I miss the MySpace.
Tom
days,
was
though.
basically like MySpace, and he was everybody's friend at the beginning. So I think it was their way of monitoring, but like he was a forced friend in your top friends for a hot
You
minute.
had to be friends with the founder of MySpace.
Yeah. It'd be like everyone being friends with Mark Zuckerberg.
No, thank you.
If you would.
Absolutely not. Okay. Yeah. The Playboy Bunny. Right. And this was just, here's the thing though. When I was like 16, I was convinced that I wanted to be an adult film star. Like I told my mom I wanted to be an adult film star. Like I told her that. Like I was like, yeah, when I grow up, I'm gonna be in PORN. And my mom was like, I don't think you're gonna do that. And like I would research these women that were in these movies because I was convinced that these were smart women, which some of them are. Some of these adult film stars have like PhDs. So I was like convinced that I was going to get a PhD, but I was also just going to do the deed for money. Like I was convinced of it. Did I do that? I definitely did not. But like it was a pipeline. You know what I mean? Now I live my best life through smut and it's fine.
There you go.
It's fine. No.
No.
I didn't know they were actually
didn't know you
floppy
had
any more than the
No, not the ones that were actually floppy. My stepdad had a bunch though. So I've seen them. Just never used them. You're gonna have people listen. It's fine. Truthfully. Were any of us allowed? Not really. Technically, I wasn't allowed either. And then my mom found out that I had one, and she was like, "Well, I guess it is what it is." Yeah, Kelsey doesn't have any idea what we're talking about. Kelsey, do you know what my yearbook is or no?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
600 plus folk war?
See, the thing is I didn't get, even when we had internet, I only used MSN till like grade like
MSN Messenger was my favorite thing in
9,
life.
10.
I loved instant.
Like I
Messenger.
wasn't hooked on anything. for a
MSN
while.
Instant Messenger
That was
was like
I
I left
had
school.
the worst username ever because I wasn't allowed to have my real name, so I had some weird crap like Debbie Coral or something.
I left
Mine has
school
to do with
every day,
school.
came home, opened my computer, and logged
yeah.
into MSN and talked to the same people I talked to all day. And
Yep.
I'm like,
Yep.
what did I have to tell people?
Nothing.
Yeah.
What did I have to say?
I honestly don't know what I talked about half the time. Like,
And truthfully, it was almost more fun to set some like you're like 8 years old and setting like this depressing ass
And
like away
does
message. It's
anyone
so, like
remember?
did anyone do that? Like that flower that would be like dying. That was my
Yeah.
favorite. Like
I would do
one.
that.
And do you remember when your crush would log in, you would log out and log back in, so you bump to the top?
Yep.
And then you would use
Yes,
that,
ma'am.
and then you write some like melancholy away message with the droopy flower that was like,
Or you'd set
God.
what you were listening
Crying
to
from
like a specific song.
Yep.
crying from the depths of my soul.
Oh my gosh.
And then if you were dating someone, they'd go in like your second message. You know how you have your first message, your like second message on the side. Oh,
Oh god.
Being a teenager in the early thousands was a good
great.
time around. It was a good time.
I did go through this. I did go
No.
through this.
Oh, yes.
I had, and I also had like the cat posters that you
Cat
got
posters?
from. Were they cats? Like they were
Cat
cat. No,
poster?
the bunny, the sassy bunny.
Oh, I remember that.
You could buy them from like
I don't
Claire's.
think
or
I know what that is.
we couldn't buy posters from Claire's here.
Let me
at
see if I
least.
can find it,
don't
and I'll
think
show you.
so.
Oh, we definitely
Because-
could.
You could also.
I got all mine in the magazines, like the J12. Like
No, they had the
good
really
touch-
cheap rolled up posters that were in in the cellophane wrap.
You could also get like the
Oh,
memes
okay.
for MySpace. They
I
were
love
these.
Claire's. I remember
Yeah.
Claire's.
Oh, look, I got my
We still
ears
have it
pierced.
here.
Claire's is
Oh,
used to
Happy
be-
Bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Happy Bunny. Oh,
Like I had all
I
the
know what it is.
posters, and I would like put them on my MySpace page. Yeah, Gangsta SpongeBob.
My
Yeah,
kids
that
love
was
Happy
thing.
Bunny.
I mean, listen, I was like, I don't know what I like. I don't, and I'm not saying that like I like admire adult film stars or people that are in, you know, SW, because like you do you know what I'm saying?
No
Like,
judgment. No judgment.
But like, I don't know why at 16 I was a virgin, for God's sake. Like I had never so much as seen.
That was your that was your aspiring
I had
job.
never seen a man outside of like my siblings naked before. So I don't know why I thought that I was going to be out here just doing it for money, but I was convinced. I was convinced. I was convinced that I was going to go meet Hugh Hefner and become part of the Playboy Mansion. But why at 16 I felt like it was necessary for me to share this dream with my mother? Did she need to know that? Probably not.
Hopefully not.
No. Yeah, like
I don't remember this.
Yeah. there definitely was. There was
I
a
do
whole
remember
thing,
this.
a gangsta thing around SpongeBob. I don't know what that was, but
Oh
Yes.
yes,
Oh,
the capital.
yeah.
Oh my god.
We would do that. That is true. Why did we think we were cool?
because MSN Messenger was social media before we had social media.
Yeah,
I just feel like
basically.
teenagers now would be like, "What? We were not cool," but we all thought we were the
We
coolest
did.
people
We
ever.
thought we were something.
AIM was the same way. Like AIM was the same way. Like you had AIM or you had MSN
love
Messenger or you
AIM.
had both. And my mom used MSN Messenger for something. And so I also had one, and she was like, "Yeah, you can have it." Blah 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 blah. Because like the only people I was talking to were people from my school. So like,
Yeah.
what did I like Brittany said? What did we possibly have to talk about after seeing you people all day long? I had nothing.
I
to
would
say
say
about
that, but at the same time, you could argue that half of our group chats are what else do we have to say to each other? But
Plus, there was so
Well,
much
yeah.
drama going on every day back then that it's like you always had someone to talk about, you know?
I might need to also. I'm thinking about doing an OnlyFans where you just watch me get mad at trying to digitally plan, and then you can just watch
love
me
that.
in lingerie. I
love
feel like
that.
there's a niche for that, you know?
Oh, OnlyFans.
There's a niche for everything.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
all.
I know.
I would gladly.
With our
The
boy
90s, I
time.
want to go back
Yeah.
to the 90s and like from 2000, from like all of the 90s up to like 2005.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I want to go back like with everything that I know now. Like I don't want to go back to who I was then. Like I want
Yeah.
to take this me and transport myself to that time.
Because I
Yeah,
feel like
for
we
sure.
would even like appreciate it more as adults.
100%. I didn't appreciate it at all.
And I'd be less like bothered too. by
Also,
everything.
no one
'Cause
would
everything when you're
ever-
a kid and a teenager is a huge deal. And
But
now I
isn't
look
that
back
like
and
kind
go,
of the point? Like everything was so dramatic, so it's
not-
kind of like fun in a sense, even
Also-
though it was horrible.
literally no one would ever be able to judge me for wearing overalls again. And I like lived in overalls until like 2005.
I loved overalls.
I do not give a crap. Overalls are so comfortable.
Did you see that skirts are coming back?
Still wear
Yeah, I'm
overalls.
kind of
Yeah.
loving that.
And I'm like, that was a useful piece of
I only got out of that trend because it became
'Cause it
really
was
not
uncool.
not
But it was
cool at
so
all.
easy to walk around
Uh-huh.
and
If I
not
could
have to worry
find-
about flashing everyone you knew on the playground in your shorts.
If I could find overalls that are not fashion overalls, by that I mean like where the bottom is like skinny jeans, because I don't want that. Like I
I mean,
want
like regular
yeah.
what we used to wear, like overalls.
I would live in them and I would not give a crap. Like I would style them cool, with like one shoulder off or like crisscross or whatever. But like I don't care what anyone says. Overalls are the epitome of comfort.
I
I
agree.
mean, I just bought overalls. They're the best thing ever. They're great.
I agree.
Oh god, I do remember these phrases in that.
I was like, what does this mean? I'm trying to decipher. Rolling on the floor, laughing. Help me out, people. Help me out.
rolling on the floor is right. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sure I knew it at the time.
Oh my gosh, what the fuck?
Barbecue. That can't
I don't
be
think it's barbecue.
BBL.
I think it's oh my god, what the fuck? Be back quickly.
Might be.
okay. Okay, what's the first one?
I don't remember what the first one is though, but I remember using it. That's the problem.
Rolling on the floor. I don't know. Someone tell us.
ML rolling on the floor as a helicopter.
I would hunt down the ones for Save the Whales and Dolphins enthusiasts. Yes, Happy Bunny. Like my whole room was Happy Bunny. And then I had like the graphic T-shirts that would say like naughty but nice on them. And my stepdad was like, what are you wearing? Because like my grandma would buy it for me.
No, that's stuff we wore, and it's like no one said anything.
Or I would wear ones that said like 50%.
They didn't know what to do. We were at a time of transition in the world. And
Maybe
they wouldn't know
people
what
didn't
to do.
even think twice. I don't know.
When I lived with my opa, which would be my mom's dad, right? So my grandpa on my mom's side. When I lived with him and his second ex-wife, at the time they were married, clearly. When I lived with them, I had a shirt that said 50% angel, 50% devil.
I had the same
I had a shirt
one.
that
I
did
had
too.
the same one.
I went to my mom's house for a visit, and my stepdad was like, "Never wear that shirt in my house ever again." What are you?
He's probably correct. I wouldn't let my teenager wear it.
And he was
I
like,
literally had a sweater that said social butterfly. Like, I am not a social butterfly. Like, I'm the farthest thing from a social butterfly. Like,
Chelsea's like, I'm an introvert. No, thank you.
like, what?
Yeah, totally. I don't know.
Happy Bunny was a time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any.
I don't think so.
Not Ethernet cables, no. I have no reason to have an Ethernet cable unless one is attached to that. Why? What? I
Yeah.
A
don't.
while ago,
We
so I
talked
have
about
no
church
idea.
Oh god.
Not a
If
clue.
you're off for the live show, are you gonna do it with us or no?
Sure.
For the Assassin's Blade?
Okay.
Okay. And also, they are very excited that you're gonna read the rest of the series.
Yeah, because I need to know. Because I got questions and I need answers, and somebody needs some comeuppance. I got feelings.
Whose
That's all.
channel is it on this time, Neva?
Neva's.
Then she's running the show.
Yeah.
I got some strong feelings.
He has listen, when I say he busts through my door, like my door is currently on one hinge. Like not because he busted through it, but just because it's on one hinge at the moment. And I was like, "Are you trying to take my door off?" And he was like, "I need to know about this. You didn't say." I was like, "I couldn't have told you about that because it would have ruined it." So sorry for you. They're not very far, so you can't tell them anything yet.
I haven't started.
I'm 7%.
Let me know
I've read nary a word. I've read not the first word.
Okay.
Let me know what you work on the 26th.
Okay. Well, I send you the schedule.
Do I have the one for the 26th?
I don't think that one's out yet.
Okay. When I have the schedule for the 26th, I'll let y'all know if he's gonna be on or not. And what we can try to do is make the next one in advance, and then he could maybe ask for the day off if we make it in advance. That way he can be there.
Oh, is he gonna finish reading them?
Yeah, he's gonna read the whole thing, the whole series.
Oh, fun.
If he can't make it to the live show, I'm just gonna have him give me his thoughts, and I will share them with everyone.
Love it.
You're now an honorary bestie. You're welcome.
Sam's
There's only one other honorary bestie, so you should feel very special. You won't just
Sweet.
be
I'll
taking
add
it.
that to my TikTok.
I feel like eventually the club's gonna be this huge group of people.
We
Yeah.
probably will.
Like we
But
never
we're
accept anyone new, and then there's like 20
But
of
we're
us.
picky. We're picky about our honoraries. You know what I'm saying? Printer. Okay.
Not the Mean Girls.
Shut up.
Yeah, on Omegle I did.
It's
Omegle.
fine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think there were. I think that's why my mom didn't let me really mess around on AIM because it was easier to talk to strangers.
Now we talk to
Well,
strangers
and that
every
was
day.
because
You could put like lockdowns on MSN Messenger if you knew how to.
I
Oh,
feel
my
like-
parents were so relaxed. It was crazy.
I
They
feel like
shouldn't have
that's
been.
also true though. Like now
It's
we just do
because-
it so constantly that we're
Yeah.
like we were all strangers at one point.
Back
Yeah.
then it
Here's
was
the
like
bit
don't
on
talk
the
to
internet.
strangers. Like, and then now it's like I love talking to
We
strangers.
knew-
My best friends
The
are strangers
internet-
I met on the internet.
The problem is the internet. When we were introduced to the internet, it was so new that it didn't feel like there was any danger with the internet.
Right.
Really,
'Cause
I feel like everyone's like don't talk to strangers.
You were
constantly.
3 years
I mean,
behind.
True.
We were 3 years
true.
behind. So by 3 years into it, yeah. By the time
That's
that you were on
true.
the internet, then yes, people were more like up on the times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I was first on the internet, like they were like, "Oh well, you can't really talk to anybody except who you talk to anyway, so it's fine." Like there was
Oh,
no
yeah.
concept of how big the internet actually was. There was zero concept. So I think that because of that, now obviously, like our generation of parents, so like me, Brittany, Reni, we are more stringent about what our kids do. Like I am constantly looking to see what Ari's watching on YouTube.
Well, they can find so
Well,
much.
I
now.
also use YouTube Kids only.
And
You know
I
that.
actually, Ari's YouTube Kids is so locked down that she can't actually search for anything
Mm-hmm.
new. So she only has like 40 videos that she can watch because they will.
Oh, well,
get
he doesn't know how to search yet, so
Yeah. What she does because
Well, he can't
Yeah.
read yet.
she can't read either, but somehow she searches things. Okay, I don't know.
Are you sure she can't read?
Yes, because she stumbled upon what was that was going around, that like scary doll thing.
Oh, Five Nights with Freddy's.
That, and then the other one that came out before that, it started with like an M. She found both of those things, and I didn't know she found them until she started having nightmares. And then I went back and looked through her thing, and that's when I locked it down because I don't think she's actually searching like in the
Yeah.
traditional sense.
Yeah.
She's just finding things, and they
Yeah.
will get things through the app, right? So I would just lock it down, and then if she's like, "Oh, mom, I want to watch this," I would like vet it first, and then be like, "Okay," and add it. But it's all like passcode protected.
Yeah.
But like,
See, my son just watches like little tiny like the little people that make tiny food. That's the type of videos Lincoln watches on there.
yeah, she watches like that. She
hamburgers,
also watches.
dogs.
I think it's called like Aaliyah's Reborn World. It's creepy as shit to me, but it's like a little girl. I mean, she's like 8 or 10 years old. It's her and her mom, and they have like the reborn dolls, like the dolls that look like real babies.
Those creep me
Yeah.
out.
It's just like
Me
her
too.
taking
Cannot
care of
even.
these babies. And Ari's like, "I want a reborn." I'm like, absolutely not.
I think this is like See, there's a little difference because I have a teenager. You guys have younger kids.
Yeah.
Right.
So mine's a teenager, which has its own level of challenges when it comes to the internet. But like,
Which I'm
he's
not
allowed to
used
have
to.
fun things to talk to like his autistic friends that he knows from group and stuff. And that's a
Yeah.
good way for them to connect. And it's a good way to have friends. But like, I have all the logins. It's logged in on my phone. So if he gets a message, I get
Yeah.
You
notified.
also get a message.
I know
Well, see,
who
and
it is.
Mhm.
If it's not someone I know, then you know, we
It's
need
like,
to have a
nope.
discussion
So
about that
Ari-
or block or whatnot. So
Ari has Messenger Kids. She doesn't use it right now because she got her iPad wet. We're not going to talk about how she did this, but she got her iPad wet, and then she also ruined like the old iPhone that she had, so she doesn't have any electronics right now. I'm contemplating getting her like the kids Kindle Fire. But she did have Messenger Kids, but she had 5 people on there. I was
Mhm.
one of those people.
Yeah.
So she had like
Right.
me, and then like her grandparents from both sides.
Yeah.
Like by that I mean both sides of my family, because her dad's her biological dad's family doesn't talk to her, but by their own choice, not from me not trying to reach out. But like she had like my stepdad and my mom and well, not my mom, because I think my mom was passed by then, but and then like my dad and my stepmom, like. And when she does eventually get another tablet, like I'll put like Sam and Mariah on there. But like she otherwise the only thing she has access to is like Netflix, which even with Netflix, I have to kind of watch
Gotta
it.
watch.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Netflix kids filter does not always
Right.
work well.
Well, in some things they put in the kids section,
I
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
they're not
think
for
that's
kids.
and some of them
They're
are
for older kids, I guess, like
but they're
teenagers.
for like
Yeah.
older kids. But I think the problem I have with the Netflix kids profile is that they lump everyone from 0 to 18.
Mm,
Yeah.
That's the problem.
yeah.
And that doesn't work well, because then my 5-year-old can access things.
They should
before-
have it like
should have
in
3
groups,
different.
like 0 to 5, 6 to 12, like so that you
Yeah.
can narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, because like Disney, I had to unlock Disney completely for her, Disney Plus, because on the kids one, the filter is so good that there were kids movies that she couldn't watch.
But I could see why Disney would have a really strict filter because just
So,
with
like,
their
but, like,
brand, it
theirs-
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Theirs was like their filter is so strict that if I have her on a kid's account, like on a kid's profile, she can't watch Moana,
Why Moana?
Okay.
because Moana is rated PG for violence.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
So if I put her birth date in and then put her into a kid's account, it will filter out anything that's over a PG rating. If it has violence in it, it will take it out. It'll filter it out.
Got you.
I remember when they had a box you could hook up to your TV to get on the internet and do chat rooms and websites you could not afford a computer. Does anybody remember the plug-in games for your TV?
Yes.
Yes.
I had
I
one
have
that
them
was
still.
like a choose your own adventure one, but it was like girly, you know what I mean? So you got to
I
like
had
go
like
to-
a Dream Girl shopping game or something.
yeah. Oh my god. Kelsey's like, I don't remember these things.
I'm like, no, I had like
I'm telling
the games
you.
from cereal boxes, but
Yeah, I
I
would
know
want to go
exactly what you
back.
mean from the games from the cereal
I
boxes,
will
like
be back in a minute.
Clue
I
and
would wanna go
Monopoly
back.
and stuff from the cereal boxes. Yeah.
yeah.
I would want to go back but have good internet.
Oh yeah, dial up
I
is
wouldn't
awesome.
want to go back to dial-up. Absolutely.
But
I also
honestly,
wouldn't
I
want to
liked
go-
having dial-up because it forced me to actually go outside and hang out with people.
No. I also absolutely not. And I would also like to take my cell phone because the cell phone I had as a teenager was god awful.
Yeah, I had
What did I
my
have?
first cell phone was the LG flip phone that everybody would like.
Oh, mine was a
bedazzle.
slide up, like a
And
How
that,
would you
but that
slide
was,
up?
I was so excited when I finally got the slide up because I had a full keyboard. Before that, I had to like do text with like
I
the
always-
one was A, B, and C. So you had to click
Yeah.
it until you got to the C, click the number 4 until you got to like the J. And texting was a pain in the arse. So then
I mean,
finally
eventually
got
we
a
got
slide up and had a whole keyboard. And I was like, oh, thank God.
Well, I didn't have the
eventually-
whole keyboard. It was like 1 for 3, and it was like a slide up, like this. And
No,
then you
she
slide
had, like-
up, like
She had
No.
the phone that slid up, and it was
Yes.
just a regular keyboard.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
useless. Mine was the one that you turned on your
yes,
side
and then you
and then you slid it
yeah.
up and you had a
My
whole
sister had that
keyboard.
one. Yeah.
See, I wanted a sidekick
Oh,
so
good
bad, but
times.
back then the sidekick was exclusive to T-Mobile.
Yeah.
So you couldn't get the sidekick because I had US Cellular, because back then
Mhm.
T-Mobile did not work nationwide like it was supposed, like, you know, it does now.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, I was so quick at texting because you didn't have a choice that I would like, I would be like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Oh, okay. And then, like, what I also kind of miss, like, the text signatures, how you could, like, customize the signature.
Oh
like,
yeah.
or like the ringback.
Did you have
tone.
like custom ringtones? Did you like pay for your?
I definitely
Okay.
paid. I paid for
So,
those.
I had those, and then I also had the ringback tones where, like, you would call my phone and it would like play a tone, like play a song.
Mhm.
Oh, like
while
on your
you were waiting.
voicemail, like
No, like
Mhm.
before the voicemail, like
Oh,
instead of
yeah.
just, like, being like ring ring ring, it would like play a song, and
yeah.
then it would kick to the voicemail.
Oh, good times.
So good.
Or like I don't know if you guys did this, but like when you do your voicemail like thing, you'd play a song and then talk. Do you know what I mean? Like you'd play a bit of the song and then you'd be like,
yeah, and then you'd be
"Hi,"
like, hey,
whatever.
you've reached blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Yes.
Oh, embarrassing.
And actually, what's so funny is like my opa, so my mom's dad, we had to teach him how to text, and he had like just a regular flip phone.
Yeah.
He didn't get a smartphone, I don't think, until he was like 52 years old. Okay. He
Mhm.
died when he was like 65. So like he didn't have a smartphone for very long.
Mhm.
And so we had to teach him how to text, and then his signature on his cell phone, and he was so mad when he got a smartphone because they got rid, like the smartphones don't have this text signature. His signature was Opa the Dragon, because like we all called him Opa, but also he's the sign, like in the Chinese zodiac, he's the sign of the dragon.
Okay.
So
Okay,
that's what
that
it would
makes
say.
more sense.
You have like the dragon emoji, and then it would say Opa the Dragon.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I had to pee for like 20 minutes now, and I was just like, "We're gonna sprint soon." And
We're
then I was
not
like,
apparently.
"We
I
are
don't
not
think
gonna
I'm
we
trying
sprint
to get to end these comments, but apparently we keep getting sidetracked by all this shit. Just copter.
Oh, the snake game! I loved that game.
Me too.
I love how it's kind of like we're talking about what Neva's got up, but also what's coming in live,
Yeah.
which Neva doesn't
I
know what
love
that is.
the flare
I
came
love
back.
flare jeans. Well, if you notice, I
no,
was clicking.
absolutely no. Go, hold on, hold up, wait a minute.
They had to be
Absolutely not.
long. They had to be
No.
long flare jeans. They had to hit the floor.
No. The long flare jeans were only good until it had rained any sort of moisture.
No, because you wear boots underneath them, and that's how you combat that.
Still.
Nope.
Then the hem would get wet, and they were god awful.
No, you wear boots underneath them. I hacked this shit. And where people had a problem was that y'all were out here wearing sneakers with your freaking your
True.
flare jeans that hit the floor.
No.
You need to wear boots with the flare jeans, because then
No.
you're like
Or
your
the
calves-
platforms. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the hack. Low-rise, yeah, no.
I
low-rise.
agree.
I hate them.
All these Gen Xers or whatever generation that are bringing back the low-rise jeans, I was like, no. We
Yeah.
worked so hard to be able to
went-
wear regular height jeans.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I went through a phase where I wore and I hate thongs, so I don't know why I did this. But I would wear the thong so you could see it over the top of the.
That comment is
no.
like 2 or 3 comments
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
But the thong
Where you
straps,
are.
Yes.
over the
I
low-rise
didn't do that, but yeah,
that
I
was
know
a
what you're
thing.
talking about.
And I would have to tuck them in before I got home, because if my mom saw them, she actually did this once. She saw me. I came home and forgot to tuck the straps in, and so she literally just like grabbed one side of it and just ripped it.
Oh my god.
And it was like, if I ever see this again, I'll rip all of them. So I would always make sure to tuck them in when I got home, which I don't know why I was even doing that to myself, because I don't like.
You were not alone, see?
It's just for fashion. Nothing was
I
for
did
comfort.
It was not for comfort at all, because it just felt like you had an eternal wedgie. So
February 26th.
the 26th at 2 p.m. Yeah, we did it on purpose. It was a fashion statement, okay? We even had like avatars that you could make that had the thong hanging
yeah.
out over their jeans.
Absolutely.
Listen, I mean, my mom didn't know I was doing it until the one time that she got me.
I think it was just because like our role models at the time were like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and that's what they were wearing.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Like
that is what I'm supposed
everybody,
to look like.
all of the like hot
Exactly.
artists, like Christine, like they were all doing it.
It
Black,
didn't matter
white,
that they were like 10 years older than I was.
right.
I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, that's how I'm supposed to look.
Yep.
It definitely didn't
Yeah.
feel dangerous. It didn't. Yes, Momo. That's the one that she found. Not Slender Man. Thank God. Jesus. Minecraft videos. Yeah. And she likes to watch like Ryan's World or whatever it is, where he does the
I
toy
remember that.
unboxings.
Oh,
And
I've heard of this child.
I had to put a stop to the toy unboxings, not because I don't want her to watch them, but because it was causing behavior issues.
Yeah.
Because she felt entitled that she needed every toy she saw.
Right.
And I also had to put a stop to Uncle John and Wendy. They're like it's like an Asian thing. It's like an uncle, like he's clearly like an adult. And then like a little girl, which it's not like creepy, but she would like boss him around, like to the point where she would be like, Uncle John. And so I had to put a stop to that because that was also causing behavior issues. That's why she doesn't watch Caillou, because I'll be damned.
Oh no, Caillou's awful.
I have also seen
Yeah.
this. They put weird things sometimes on Netflix Kids, so I
That's
have to
weird.
really pay attention to what's on it. Nokia brick. LG slide up. ML had a pager. My mother.
Oh yeah, the pager. My cousin had one, and like every time he'd have to like run to the phone, and I'm like, why don't you just get a phone?
My mom would be like,
Like-
"Where's the closest payphone?" Okay. Madden plug and play game. Yep.
Mhm.
A purple see-through. Yep. Remember when you had to wait until 9? Oh yeah, to make calls, because that's when you got your free minutes. And your free,
Yep.
your free minutes.
Yep.
Wow, could you imagine? Like now we just be texted, like we just take that shit for granted. Like we don't even
I mean, I
remember-
don't even really call people
I
now.
don't
Like,
text
if people
much.
call me without texting me first to ask if they can call me, I'm like,
not gonna answer
man.
I don't even text that much in comparison to how much I texted in high school.
then.
Like,
Oh,
yeah.
see, I
was
love a
on
good
phone
phone
all
call.
the time.
I love a good phone call. If you'd rather call me than text me, I'm like, let's do it.
Rainy, give
It
me your phone number.
depends.
I'll call you once a week.
Oh, you can call me. I'll talk to you.
I'll call you once a week. It's all I can do because I
You
really
can't
like.
call me.
I can
gonna
name
call
Call
on,
me
you
with a notice
I can
first.
name on one hand the people that I talk to on the phone.
I love talking to people on the phone.
I don't talk to anyone on the phone.
I don't
I
mind
talk to
talking
my mom
to
on the
people,
phone
but I
every
need
day.
a notice first.
I need to
Oh,
know.
I love talking on the phone.
Here in a
I
moment,
just love it.
we're gonna do one more.
I would
think
rather
we're
talk on the phone.
gonna leave us.
I'm
but
not doing one more.
I
It's
think
almost
I'm
right
heading
there.
out too.
Yeah.
look at ML. She's like after our '90s field trip.
I
That's
probably
what
need to get. I need to clean my
Oh,
house.
platform sandals. Yes. Wait, who's
Um,
Ryan?
So he's a toy unboxer, and he has like his own.
Oh,
like,
the toy unboxer. Yeah.
Like this child who's like, I don't know, 10 years old, makes more money in a month than we're gonna see in a lifetime. Probably in a week, truly. His mom annoys me. His dad just seems like, what is that word that the kids use now? A simp? That's what his dad feels like to me. Because his dad just does like whatever he's told to do. And the mom just constantly yells.
It sounds like a good
Oh,
time.
I love a good voice message. I'm okay
I
with a
love
voice
voice-
message.
I
Oh,
like
yeah.
a voice message because I can choose when to listen to that.
Correct. I send them a lot when I'm cooking dinner because that's usually when I'm like I can't like one hand is probably
See,
full of
I
like,
don't want. Here's
Yes.
the thing: unless you tell me you're gonna FaceTime me, I don't want to FaceTime you
Oh,
because
God,
that
no.
requires
Yeah.
you to look in
I
my
love
face.
I'd rather.
FaceTime.
Rainy,
I'm fine with this stuff
I
as
feel
long as
like
you
what
give
we're
me
learning
notice.
about the group is who is an
Wait.
introvert and who is an extrovert.
After
I
this,
am not.
Introverts,
No,
no, no, no.
extroverts.
I am not an extrovert by any means. I just like face to face. Like I just,
Yeah.
No, I can't do it.
like if I have tea that I have to share with someone, like
Oh,
over
yeah.
text, I'm like, okay, can I call you? And then
what
so-
are you wearing on your
That's
head?
true.
And
Oh,
why?
and
Yeah.
they're like, I can't call you, and I'm like, okay, well, when I need to wait till I can call you because I'm not going to text.
Okay.
You. Also, like, I just
All right.
Yeah.
That's very true. That's very
I see
true.
batteries.
Like a drama thing is much
Yeah.
better said over
Just what I
Yeah.
needed.
I'll
I agree
voice
with that.
message if I
What are
have.
you trying to change? Like remotes?
My computer mouse and keyboard.
Oh, you got your computer home.
Yes.
Oh, this explains the the exuberance here. I was confused because you left the house and you were kind of just normal, and then you come home and you're like, it's a beautiful morning, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm so glad that you found batteries for your electronics. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, FaceTime requires you to look at my face. Like, my boss always FaceTimes me, and so I've literally shut the lights off before because
Can you
like
just answer like not FaceTime? No, you can't. No.
you
Fine.
can and like turn the camera off, or I'll turn my phone, like I'll have my phone like
okay.
this, but I'll turn it
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like the screen, and I'll be like, hello, and he'll be like,
If
hey, are
my
you
manager
busy?
FaceTime me, I would literally
I mean,
not
luckily,
answer.
I mean, I think he does because like we're friends, you know what I mean? So like, it
Yeah.
doesn't bother
Okay,
me,
yes,
but
I get that.
And he's asked before, like, if I call you, is it okay to FaceTime? And I'm like, yeah, but if I turn my camera off, it's because I'm like in the shower or something, like not trying to let you see me. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. Yeah, she definitely has Sage Mom vibes for sure. Oh! Actually, that's how my mom found out that I vape. Is I picked my vape up off the thing and I hit the vape, and she was like, "Are you smoking?" And I was like, "Don't even talk to me about it, ma'am. You smoked all through the 90s. Cigarettes, okay? Leave me alone." Yeah, I mean, I like FaceTime my sister, but I only FaceTime one sister.
I don't think I can remember the last time I FaceTime.
I have 4 sisters, and I only FaceTime
Yeah.
one of them. Like, I'm not trying to FaceTime y'all. Thank you.
Well, I mean, to be
Like
fair,
y'all
my
like us,
sister-
or
Like,
my sister
I mean,
will FaceTime me
if you-
and
if
show
one-
the FaceTime at
I'm
the
kidding.
ceiling.
Here's the thing: if one of you got a hold of me and were like, "Hey, girl, can we FaceTime?" I'd be like, "All right, cool." Because like I FaceTime like my
Yeah,
best friend
with
Logan.
notice, I'm fine with the FaceTime with
But
notice.
I
I don't
will
like when people
message
just
her-
call you like FaceTime.
Like, I will message her, like I'll text her and be like, "Hey, can I FaceTime you real quick?" And she'll be like,
Yeah.
"Yes or no."
Mhm.
I'm not gonna just be like, "Boop, hey, girl." I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, I am. I
Reni,
do.
I give you permission to do this. I'm gonna give you my
Yeah.
phone number. You can FaceTime me.
I will, and I'm just gonna FaceTime you at random and be like, "Hey, girl, hey, let's chat."
I'm gonna be like on a live, and
You're gonna be on Taco Bell probably.
I'm gonna be like on a live, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, Rainey's FaceTiming me."
Well, my sister literally will FaceTime me, and it'll be the
Damn.
ceiling. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, well, I look terrible. I just wanted to say hi." And I'm like, "Why are we doing this? All I see is your ceiling."
Right.
don't
Like,
Okay.
is he shocked? Well, mine, I don't have it sitting over here, but unfortunately, like, oh, it's right here. Mine is like a tank. It looks like this. And the one that I had back then was similar. It wasn't this one because I bought this one last year. But mine, I mean, this is for like nicotine juice. You know what I'm saying? But I had it down here and I brought it up and I like hit it and then brought it back down and like blew the smoke off to the side. And she was like, "Are you smoking?" Like, she didn't smoke. It depends where you live, whether it's
Yes, it's not illegal here.
Yeah,
because
definitely
we
is not.
smoked. I mean, we smoked Delta 8 because it's legal. I can go to the smoke shop and buy Delta 8, so that's what I smoke for my headaches. So, or for my whatever, my migraines. So it really, and they allow you to use like bongs and pipes to smoke Delta 8. So it really depends on where you live.
It's legal in all of Canada. You
Yep.
can go anywhere in Canada.
I'm about to move to Canada. Ari wants to come to Canada anyway, so
The government saw that as a taxable thing, and they went, "Ooh, we can charge taxes on that. That will be a great way to make money."
Yeah, and I wish that federally they would do that here
And
because
that's what they did.
there are places that you can go. Like, you can go to Colorado and you can get it. You can, you know what I'm saying? I think California is a place that you can smoke
Yeah.
legally. Like, there are a bunch of states,
Yeah.
but you can only do it in the state. You can't leave. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
But now they are at least allowing what we call weed light, so Delta 8 or Delta 9 in most states, which doesn't have any THC in it, I don't believe. I think it just has the CBD in it, which is the part of the plant that makes you, like, it helps with pain and stuff. but it doesn't make you like high. You know what I mean?
I get this. Doing
I
it with
love
your
that.
I
friends.
did this.
Yeah.
I used to FaceTime my mom, but like I'm not gonna FaceTime like random people. Like I'm not.
I mean, I call my mom every day. We FaceTime though almost every day, but that's because of Lincoln. Because she wants to see Lincoln because she doesn't live near me.
Right.
So.
And that's what we used to FaceTime. We used to like FaceTime my mom so she could like talk to Ari. Because like Ari didn't understand like the concept of talking on the phone until she was probably like 4.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But if she could see your face, she could do it.
Yeah.
Is Delta 9 not legal where you are? Ma'am? We have Delta 8 here. And then in Iowa they have Delta 9. Because I had to see which one they have. Because the strains are different. But you can't smoke Delta 8 legally in Iowa. It's very weird. I don't understand. Okay, what do we want to do, people?
I want to go to sleep.
I'm going to
Because we went down a 90s.
The thing is, if we do another, then it's a 45-minute, and then
And
It'll
a
be
here's-
after
15-minute
midnight for
talk.
me, and I will
And
stop.
here's-
Well, I have to clean my kitchen before I go to bed. I cannot leave it in this state of despair. I cannot.
Despair. Wow.
It's despair.
So here's the thing. Also, just so everyone knows. Okay, first of all, Thursdays are a little bit more chaotic because they're nighttime
Oh, yeah.
sprints, and we tend to go down 90s nostalgia. Okay, but we do have sprints all weekend
All
on Brittany's
weekend.
channel for Battle of the Book Bands. So like, what the hell? Battle of the Boy Bands, not book bands.
We should have
Um,
called it book bands. I think that's a great
really-
one.
Oh, man.
I keep screwing it up. So it's not like we have lack of sprints this month, which I think is why
Oh,
these
no.
Thursday sprints, I'm not as like anal about trying to make sure that we get a bunch of sprints in. I'm just gonna be honest. So Brittany has sprints tomorrow and Saturday at 5:30 p.m. and Sunday at noon.
Yeah.
Yes. And then next weekend are my sprints. So the only sprints that I will have next week are 24-hour sprints. Those will start at noon on Friday and run until noon on Saturday. I will be having a couple of people. Obviously, I'm having the host. So Crystal, I think, is coming at some point. The 3 of you, right, are all coming at
No,
some
remember, I have my 24-hour play.
That's right. So
Oh.
The
Reni
two of
will not
us.
be here.
Well,
So-
I might be able to pop in for like a few in between 12 and 6 on Friday because it doesn't start till then. But I'm hoping I will be asleep from 12 to 6 because your girl is staying
Right.
up for like
Mhm.
30
I need you to be
Yeah.
asleep. So if Rainy doesn't show up, it's because she's asleep, and we support this. So
Yeah.
Kelsey, Brittany, and I believe Crystal will be showing up at some point during the 24-hour sprints. And then I have a couple of people from Team Joe Bros that will also be popping in. And then
Well, and Crazy Glitter, I will also be up for 24 hours like you. So longer, really.
drink lots of
Good
coffee.
luck.
Oh, I'm going to because I have to actually still teach on Friday. Like I have to be up at 6 on Friday. And then I don't get to go to sleep until like 8 o'clock the next night.
Oh my god.
On Saturday.
No.
Although to be fair, since I am super pregnant now, I'm not staying at the school. I'm going home from midnight to 6, and I told her I'm probably just going to go to sleep. So I actually will get to sleep and not stay up fully because last year I wasn't pregnant, and also we had a lot of kids, so I couldn't leave my other teacher in the middle of the night. But she was like, "You need to go home. You can't sleep here." I was like, "I cannot because the floor is hard as dirt, and I'm going to be 30 weeks pregnant." Yeah.
Oh no. And Rainy, just set an alarm and just go to sleep.
I will.
I would. Like I would sleep just because you are, carrying a whole.
A whole other human.
Yeah. So we will have sprints all weekend. So don't worry about not having sprints.
And they're
because-
going to be fairly like intense 15:45s because I'm a day behind on my 28 and 28.
Oh, that's fine.
So I need to get
I
some
need to
reading
get
done this
through.
weekend.
I figured that the weekend sprints, especially because especially your noon sprints are
They'll
usually
probably all be relatively like 15:45 because I've just got so much reading to do this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
also,
So,
fun fact, someone on YouTube, I think the other day, they like messaged me, or like not YouTube or Instagram or somewhere, I can't remember where, was like, wait, you're pregnant? You don't even look it. I'm like, how would you know? You never see me except like this. I would have to stand up and then you would know.
Right. Like, is it because you don't look like it in your face? Like, I'm always so confused by that.
I
Like,
think I look it in my face. When I look at pictures of me before I was pregnant, I'm like, oh yeah, your homegirl's gained some weight in your face.
I mean, I gained weight in my face when I was pregnant too.
I mean,
Well,
you
yeah,
do
that's the
everywhere.
thing.
You
But then
breathe
people would be like,
water
I
and
didn't know you were
bloat and
pregnant.
all
And I'm
the-
like, how did you not know? Like,
Yeah,
my
but my
face-
feet and like my hands don't swell
Oh,
up.
that's nice.
My
Yeah, my feet and
my
hands
doctor
don't
was like,
swell.
"Have you had any swelling or like anything?" And I'm like, "No." And then she's like, "Oh, that's great." I'm like, "Good, yay."
Yeah,
Good.
my like obviously my belly swelled because that happens, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
you could see it in my face. Like my cheeks would get like rounder, and then I would have like a glow. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Yeah.
believe in that glow. I just think that's you being ugly, not you. I mean, like I don't know.
So yes, we will have lots of sprints this weekend, and then next weekend we'll have 24-hour sprints, which I do know that runs into Rom-Comathon. There wasn't really a lot that we could do with that.
Oh crap!
I
When does Rom-Comathon start?
Monday. That's why I have a
Oh,
lot of reading
shit.
to do
I
this
will
weekend because I have to
personally-
wrap up quite a few books
Yeah.
before Monday.
I
Yeah,
will.
do too.
I've personally just put things on hold. Like I'm just kind of reading like library books right now until Rom-Comathon starts. Because once Rom-Comathon starts, because I realized that like half of the TBR for this readathon is also for Rom-Comathon. So, like,
it did not
Brutal
work out that way for Reni.
So like
tragically.
Brutal
Mhm.
Prince, Eyes on Me are both for Rom-Comathons. I have to wait to read them, and then we need to figure out when we're reading Eyes on Me, Rainy, because you
Yes,
want a buddy.
and Stolen Air.
I have to
Also-
read like an entire vlog's worth of books before Monday.
No, I do
Yeah.
too. I have to finish. I'm so far behind. I'm only
We're
at
we're
like
gonna do intense sprints this weekend because me and Rainy
Yeah.
need to finish videos.
Catch up.
It's gonna
Oh,
be-
shit.
It's gonna be fine. Y'all bit off. Forget. See, this is why I could not do 28.
I didn't actually say 28 and 28.
I'm
but
like chilling this weekend. I'm just reading Witsec over here. Like you guys
Over
are
here,
good.
I'm just gonna meander through her perfect
Yeah.
That's the
twins,
problem.
you know?
But that's the problem. I didn't have Witsec on my list, and now I
That's
have three
true.
more books.
No one did.
Same.
No one had Witsec until they met me.
I did. I had Witsec on my TBR because I asked you before.
It
and
did hit
was
a prompt
for
for me.
video. Only the first book though, not the whole thing.
Not the whole series. And then
No,
you
not
binged
the whole series.
Yeah.
That was
so
the-
we
that
will
was the-
have lots of sprints this weekend and lots of sprints next weekend. Does anybody have sprints next week?
Tuesday.
B&K sprints, right?
No.
No, Tuesday night sprints with friends.
Okay. So it's every other Tuesday that's Tuesday night sprints with friends?
No, it's every Tuesday.
We just do the book club once like a month.
It was the only
Oh,
night we were free with all the Battle of the Boy Band stuff.
Yeah.
So it had to go that night.
I got you. Okay.
This
So-
night, but normally it's not on Tuesdays.
Oh, because you usually do B&K on the weekend, right?
Usually
I
on the
think,
weekends.
yeah.
Okay. So Brittany will have a Tuesday sprints with friends. I don't know what friends she's going to have. So that's a surprise.
I messaged people, but I haven't heard back yet. So
If you need a friend on Tuesday, I can do at least for a little while.
okay.
I can do until 7:15. So Brittany will have that. Does anybody else have sprints this week?
Nope.
Any videos coming out this week that people should
My
watch?
video
for?
came out today.
Unfortunately not.
Brittany,
I
you
need to get on that.
You can see what was on my Kindle Unlimited today. Go check
Brittany, did
it
you
out.
upload a video? No, you didn't. You just filmed that.
I had an
today.
upload
No, you
today, and I
uploaded
have
today, right?
I
I had
uploaded
one up
today.
today.
You
I have
did.
videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
Is it the a boy band one for today?
No, it's a
It
vlog
is-
where I let the Ultimate Reading Challenge choose my
Oh, yeah.
TBR.
I saw that and I was like, oh, I've watched Books and Lala do that.
Mm.
Okay, so go watch that, and then Rainy, what video do you have up today, ma'am?
The
My
Kindle one,
Kindle
right?
Unlimited. What is in my KU library?
I need
And
to
then I
watch
will
that.
have a day in the life vlog. We'll see how y'all like this because I'm gonna film it tomorrow. I meant to film it today, and then that didn't happen. So
And I'm going to finish Witsec by Sunday so that I can put up my
Same.
series binge vlog of Witsec. So
wonderful. I'm going to film a day in the life tomorrow, so that should be up Sunday,
Mhm.
Sunday or Monday for me. So if you guys like those, let me know because I'll do them more often. But this is just an experiment. So I think that's it, right?
Yep.
I think so.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure everybody gets covered. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to leave anybody out if y'all got some content and stuff coming up. Also, I am going to figure out when Miss Ari can be on this channel to do her own sprints. It'll probably be like a Saturday, like during the day or something, or a Sunday, because I have to do it on a day when she doesn't have school. So yeah, maybe we could do it on President's Day because she doesn't have school that day. Hello, we're also leaving, so we're tomorrow. We're all behind. It's okay. Hello, Jigger. I'm glad that you finished the Assassin's Blade and that you liked it, but also we are leaving. But more sprints tomorrow over on Brittany's channel. So if you're not subscribed to Brittany, I don't really know what you're doing. Because that means you've been hanging out here this whole time and not subscribed. Okay. Also, go subscribe to Kelsey and Reni. I will have everybody linked in the thingy down below after this is over.
You should subscribe because I am at 6 away from 400.
Reni's really close to
Also,
400.
we need to get Kelsey to 300 by the end of the month. I'm just kidding. But
I need to upload more for that.
How many do you have?
Videos?
No, people.
Let me see. $16.
That's
No, we can get her to 20 for sure.
And 4 of them are my boyfriend and his different accounts.
That doesn't matter.
That's, you know what? A subscriber is a subscriber. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, to be fair, my mom was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm not subscribed to you." I was like, "What are you doing?"
my stepdad went and subscribed my mom's channel to my Reading with Neva channel.
Nice.
My mother is passed away, so like she's not watching my videos.
Okay.
Okay, everyone, thank you for hanging out with us. I'm sorry that these were like one, but you know what? We went down 90s memory lane and also talked about Sleep Wives, so it was a very interesting sprint this evening. So we will see everyone on Brittany's channel tomorrow. It's at 5:30, right?
Yeah.
At 5:30. So love you all so much. Freaking ML. Yeah. Thank you for that, ML. All right. We love you all so much. Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.